Hey guys, Mike made a decision to get a new desk for the office. I just want to show you something. This is where he decided to put that desk. If you'll look, not a big space. Michael?
Oh god. This is the intro. You know what's nice? This is just an impression.
I just wanted to let the people see how this works.
Bought my desk though. Happy about that.
Just...
It's alright.
That's... And... Every day of the week. That sucked.
We can keep it. No, this is the open. Are we starting? If we cut it, I leave the show. I mean that every...
That's not fair because sometimes you mess up and we have to go back and edit that.
I need you to not yell as much, but if you could lean a little closer so I can hear you.
That's not fair.
There we go. Episode 4. Very excited.
I just need to point out the desk ended up not being as bad. However, the chair is a problem. He went from short, tall, maybe shorter than it was before. I don't
Not great,
know.
I'll tell you. It's blue, and I was able to buy the floor model, so I was pretty excited about that.
You love a good deal. Guys, we're excited. We have another fantastic show. I would like to say that no rundown is needed. I think you proved that in the last episode. Let's just jump right in to your latest card show.
It's a quick one today.
Ryan from Breakout Cards.
It is a 2-card show weekend here in Florida. First, I'm at the Bahia Shrine Center in Orlando, Florida. Tomorrow, I'm going to be driving 90 minutes to go to Vero Beach for a second card show, which is the larger card show in Florida this weekend. Excited to see both shows because they have different crowds. One's a vintage show,
Right in the
one's
middle
a
of the
modern
street.
show. Let's see how
Not
it
a lot
is.
of concern there for traffic. That's fun.
I love Ryan, and I love that he's such a good sport. He doesn't care that we comment.
I think he's okay
over
being
this.
insulted. When you call him handsome,
What ended
it
up
makes a
selling today at the card show?
Okay, pause the video. Paul Smith.
Do you know this
The
guy?
Facebook legend.
Oh.
What kind of a clown wears a Yankee shirt on national television? Is this national television? Paul Smith's a great dude. I actually like Paul. Paul is one of the few people who may be wittier than I.
Oh, really?
And he's short. I
have
really like Paul Smith.
I've complimented you on your wit, so that's
Let
impressive.
me balance it out. I also hate everything about him. I don't like to compliment too much. No,
Let's watch
Paul's
it.
good people.
They sold a lot of smaller singles, some F1 singles, some non-sport stuff like
Now you're talking my language.
Leaf, Pop Century,
Whoa!
stuff like that. A lot of smaller singles
Take
at
it
the
easy.
show.
I'm telling you, Leaf Pop Century's hot. I want more celebrity product.
I want a more adjustable microphone. This isn't safe. What's this kid driving? Is it a Jeep?
He's in Florida. There are no laws.
That's fair. It'd be great if an alligator just jumped out for no reason. Wearing an SCN
Card
shirt.
show number 2 this weekend is at the Indian River Mall near Vero Beach. So finished up the one yesterday in Apopka. This is my first mall card show in years. Growing up, I went to mall card shows.
Is that a thing?
all
Are
the time,
mall
so let's see
card
how we
shows a
end up
thing?
doing.
They used to be.
Little sparse.
He said these were small shows. I like that. SGC. I love SGC. You know about that?
I'm seeing so much vintage.
Oh, we're upside down now.
I'm getting dizzy.
What?
Show only has 3 card dealers, but they all have bargain bins, and I love going through bargain bins because you never know what you can find. So I'll be spending quite a while going through those. Hopefully, there's also some guitars here and toys, as you guys see in the back.
Guitars?
Maybe he's a musician. Okay, underrated at shows. I love doing the bargain bin stuff. You saw me do this at the National. I don't care. I think it's great.
You know, it's funny. I keep seeing all these YouTube clips, and like, maybe it's just clickbait, but guys are posting. They went to a card show. They found some rare card in a dollar bin. That reason alone, I want to go searching through.
Baseball. That's Ryan.
Thank you. Oh man.
You think this is him playing the music too?
Hey, Mike and Jesse. So finished up the second
Ryan.
show this weekend. It was at Indian River Mall, and there was only 3 dealer booths there on the baseball side-wise. There's a few toy dealers and one person selling guitars, but I went through $1 boxes or bargain bins, and I was able to pick this up, a Tom Brady number to 25. Nice $4 purchase right there.
Almost saw it.
Ended up picking up over 200 cards,
Love you,
just
Ryan.
cycling through them. Did better at this show with only 3 dealers than some of the national shows I traveled to.
I agree with that.
Oh, and the best part about this show with the 3 dealers is I was still charged $2 to enter in, and the person running the show was very persistent that I paid the $2.
That's great.
I hope
I'm
that
telling
guy's
you,
watching.
200 cards at a show. He bought 200. I do like that stuff. So
I want to go to
right.
one. I want to go to a small one. That's the only thing. I think of the card shows I've been to, they've all been big, never a small. I feel like there's better deals at a small one. Disagree? Don't care?
I think sometimes small shows are good.
Okay.
For that, yeah, I agree.
All right. I think that was exciting. I think what people love is free stuff. So why not? Let's open some packs. Let's get Jason from Panini in here.
VP of Marketing, Jason from Panini.
That's what I've
All
been
right,
told.
we'll interview him. We'll open some packs. You can just kind of sit there and open packs while the adults talk, and then we'll give stuff away. Perfect.
That's my life.
All right, guys. So now we're gonna have Jason from Panini. He's the VP of Marketing over at Panini. Also a Boston guy like I am, so I already like him better than
I
you.
already feel overpowered in this room, and I don't like that.
Sure. What's happening, Jason? How are you?
How you doing, guys?
Doing good, man. Thanks for joining. I told you we'd just take a few minutes, so I figured we would just jump right in. Again, You're kind of a bigwig at Panini. That's the official term I use for everybody. I used that with our lawyer yesterday. He was not thrilled, but
I'm
that's
super impressed with being called a bigwig. I've been called a lot
He's
worse,
like a
Mike. I've been called
GW
a lot
graduate.
worse.
Yeah, it was not great. So he didn't love it.
True or false, Jason, you are basically the man to go to when it comes to all things card NFT related. As far as news, you have your finger on the pulse.
I'm one of the people that have the finger on the pulse for NFTs within Panini. We have a strong team that's working on it every day. But I'm actively involved in that. Sure.
Okay. Well, I wanted to say that I'm not going to be a part of some of this discussion because I don't know anything about sports. I think that's kind of clear at this point. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to get a little bit of your background, and then we are going to be opening NFT packs at the same time. We're going to give these away, and we'll talk about it later in the show, what to do to get it. But essentially, can you give us a little bit of your background, like how you got to here? Are you a card fan from birth, or did that happen over time?
I wouldn't exactly say card fan from birth, but I do remember pulling a 1983 Wade Boggs out of a Flair pack in Brookline with my dad. Throw back to the old school. Collecting cards as a kid. Remember the first card that always pops into my head as a kid is chasing that Bo Jackson 1987 Donruss rated rookie.
Is that the one with the bat? No.
No.
I'm thinking of the score.
Yeah, the royal blue uni and the rated rookie logo. And I just remember, ripping packs in a trading card store in Quincy that's not there anymore. But finally getting that card and being ecstatic. And I can still envision every element of that card in my head to this day, some 40 years later, give or take, if I'm doing my math right. But yeah, so I started out collecting as a kid and, always had that like itch, you see a pack in a store, you want to open it, you want to buy it, you want to open it. Started working at some sports marketing agencies in New York, and then moved to Boston and moved back to Boston, I should say, and was working at a sports marketing agency. And Panini was, on the radar as a client, potential client. So I remember, going into the office to talk to our team about, how are we going to win this business, and stopping at a Target and buying a whole bunch of, trading card packs and being on the Mass Pike. Mike can appreciate, when the toll booths were still there.
Sitting in traffic and having the boxes of cards right next to me on the other seat, going, man, I could just open a couple while I'm sitting here not moving. And sure enough, I did. But long story short, started with them. They were a client on the agency side, and then I joined Panini in 2010 and been here ever since. Have seen the absolute crazy coming into the marketplace to where we are today, which has been absolutely amazing. Yeah, you guys have come quite a long way. So, I mean, Jesse kind of teased the NFT thing. I think you have two different demographics here. Jesse is an NFT digital guy, understands the space, likes it. I am still kind of not interested for a PC level, but now I just rip it because I've been flipping them and doing well doing that. So I guess just in general, so how is the NFT? I know it's a crazy busy market for you guys. Like, what's going on in the NFT world with Panini right now?
Whew. Boy, it is nonstop. I mean, when we launched in January of 2020, no one even knew what an NFT was. We were pushing the blockchain messaging, that it lived on the blockchain, and that's where we started to, really kind of push in. And we started with individual cards, one of ones, numbered to 5. Some of those real high end looking cards. We had some tied to physical product as well. And then, in July of 2021, which is, just a few months ago, we introduced the pack format, launching with our NBA packs, followed by Major League Baseball Players Association, followed by UFC, and then finally NFL in December. So, it's been, it's funny, we've gone through this process where, we weren't sure what to anticipate at the beginning with the packs, and they'd sell out, within an hour, and then realize that we wouldn't have another product that would be available for another week and a half, when we thought that pack was going to run for an entire week. So we've had some learnings. It's constantly evolving. Now we have a 52-week cadence. We're doing a ton of different things. Some new additions coming into how we're reformatting the pack. It's going to feel more like a traditional trading card experience, where you could pull an insert from the packs. So we're excited for that.
I think that's huge, by the way. I love that. No more just base packs. Now you have like something to chase in every pack.
Absolutely. And we love that. And, we're like, well, why can't we just do that? And of course, there's these developer people that have to work on making it all work so that it works right the first time. And
well, I assume there has to be like some kind of algorithm or something, so it makes it random, like it would be in any pack. So it's not like one pack's heavily loaded with crap, and another one has all the good stuff.
Exactly. So we're getting there, but we're excited to launch that format here in the next few weeks. I think by the end, I think by the middle of February, we're slated to launch that. Knock on wood. We've got some other elements that are coming into play as well. We'll be able to accept cryptocurrency as another form of payment.
Nice. Okay.
On the platform. So, right now, as you guys all know, we sell in US dollars only, but we're going to be migrating that to, being able to accept other forms of payment, including foreign currencies and cryptocurrency. So we'll look at like the top 5 cryptocurrencies that you could sell, that you could, make purchases with. So, Ethereum, Solana, Polygon, Cardano, you name it.
Oh, wow. So you'll have it's not just one crypto.
Is this the boost I need for my ETH to come back to 4,500? Because that kicked me in the face multiple times.
So the question
that's kicked everyone in the face.
Oh my goodness. Except stupid Jesse, who sold the first time in his life, made the correct decision in the stock market, has been gloating ever since.
I might get back in here before too long. We'll see.
Stay out.
But as soon as I get back in, I'll drop harder.
Ruin it for the rest of
exactly.
us.
So
buy when it's low, guys. Buy when it's low, right? Isn't that the rule?
That makes sense.
Jason knows a lot about.
I think you sell when it's high too.
No, I don't think that's right. You never sell.
Benjamin Franklin once said that.
Yeah.
Jason, I know a lot of guys keep asking, is there ever going to be a time where I can move my cards from the wallet to another wallet? Is that in the works at all, or is that something you guys want to keep on platform?
It's a great question. It's, something that we talk about internally. It's something that, we've got multiple partners, when you talk about leagues and players associations, and they all have to have buy-in on that.
Okay.
And they want to maintain some level of control over their IP, as you can imagine.
Okay.
So it's a loaded question. It's something that we're constantly looking at. There's some things that we can do that, while it won't necessarily be in a public forum per se, there are some things that we're working on that hopefully kind of expand upon that horizon, for more visibility and growth. But nice. Yeah, I mean, it's a question that we ask almost every day, and it's a balancing act because, we're not the sole, decision maker in the process. We've got, other partners and other sports that are, kind of managing that, looking at the space. There's still, I mean, look, we're almost like an industry vet in the NFT blockchain space because we've been in it since January of 2020. The NFL just came on board into the NFT space here in the last 6 months with us as a partner, with Dapper as a partner, with Ticketmaster as a partner.
Okay.
So, I mean, they're looking at their ecosystem and how this all works. And, everyone in the space is still constantly learning off of each other.
if we can take one moment, I would like to point out I've been opening packs while we've been doing this.
What'd you hit?
I'm about to open. So
It's the downtown.
again, guys, we're gonna give away everything we open. I don't know what this one is. It's the downtown uncommon.
If it's bad, we can just yell at Jason.
We'll just cut this whole card out if it's bad.
Are we talking football? Are we talking basketball?
Ooh.
I can't see.
Yeah, I know.
No, you can't see. We're gonna tell you.
So he
once we
ripped
pull it.
Mosaic. He just hit the Drew Brees to 500 downtown. Dude,
Nice.
that's actually
That's
pretty
it.
good. I bet
Yeah.
it does at least $50.
Okay, so this
30 to
is
50 bucks?
uncommon, but maybe you can clarify, Jason. If it's rare, that's more rare than uncommon, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe. Okay, so I did. So what I've been doing is I've opened 2
That's
packs.
also just as an FYI. That's a new introduction in the last 4 weeks or so, where we tried to identify that and make people recognize the difference between commons and uncommons and rares and super rares. So I have to think in my head, like, wait, how did that structure work?
Yeah, what was the numbering before that?
Yeah.
So what I did was I opened up some Mosaic. I opened up a few different packs. So I opened up Mosaic, NFL, Panini Prism, and then some UFC Chronicles. And then I opened one downtown pack. So everything was okay. DJ Chark,
Nothing
Leonard
special.
Floyd, a few other guys, Mike Evans in there. And then we went over to NBA, Eric Bledsoe, nothing really else other than that. And then D'Angelo Russell, no other rookies. So I was like, man, some packs are golden, some are, okay. But
Just like in the physical space.
Exactly.
Yeah, same exact.
So then I opened up
The Breeze pays for your whole day, though. If you were actually doing this, I bet.
I think it's good.
Yeah, and I mean, man, how about the Saints? I mean, crazy in the last day what's going on there. I mean, they're going to go through major changes.
I quit. Yeah,
So
brutal.
here's where I'm going to need your
That's
help.
fine. By the way, that's fine. I hate the Saints. I don't know why I was trying to be empathetic. I can't stand that team. I'm glad we're good.
You guys can say whatever you want. I like the Saints. Look, I mean, I bleed Patriot, but we have a relationship with the Saints. They're great partners.
That's
love
fair.
what
That's
we're
what I
doing
meant
with
to
them.
say.
Yeah,
That's what you meant those words. Okay, here's where I need your help though. So I kind of knew what I was getting in those other ones, but I'm not a big UFC guy as far as like I don't follow
3 of the
it.
biggest names. I can tell you right now.
Can you tell me if Jorge Masvidal,
Super popular.
John Jones,
John Jones is the greatest of all time.
Nate Diaz?
Very popular. Those are 3 of the better names.
Is
to hit.
Nate Diaz good?
Nate Diaz is great. He might be fighting a Paul.
Yeah, one of the
Jake
Paul brothers.
here.
Oh wow. Okay, so
and Jorge Masvidal, he's our guy. We love him. He's great. We've done a lot of different things with him. He's
He
into
rips
the
for you
trading
guys
card
sometimes
space.
too, right? Doesn't he open product now and again?
Yeah, he's in the trading card space. Loves it. Addicted to it. We love that. He's got a big fight coming up here in a little over a month and a half here.
okay.
UFC 272 against Colby Covington. Going to be a great fight.
Well,
but yeah,
so I say all
that's a pay-per-view that you need to get, Jesse.
okay.
Sure.
Well, I say all that because I did pull a rare while you guys were talking, and it was the Nate Diaz 184 out of 199.
Nice.
And I didn't know, like, am I super pumped for this, or is this like, do you think that this is a good, but maybe not like the Tom Brady?
I mean, he's top 15 seller just because of his popularity, I think, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And it's interesting because you've got NFL rosters that are super deep, NBA that's less deep than an NFL roster, and then you get to UFC, and I mean, these guys are the biggest guys are fighting once, twice a year, maybe, if we're lucky.
Okay.
So
So I was gonna just mention too, we've talked about this before. If there's ever a time where you get something like, oh, I'm not, I don't know that guy, or I'm not all that. I love what you guys do as far as the challenges go, to where even if it's maybe, a no name, to me, I can still use that for a future challenge, or I can sell it to someone who's trying to get, like, say, the Trevor Lawrence that's out there right now. I'm selling my Dak Prescott. People are paying a premium because they want the Trevor Lawrence. So I think that's really cool. So let me just see. I do want to just check real quick.
Just quick heads up, on the NFT side. I mean, one of the things that's exciting for us is we announced, I think it was last week, that UFC Mosaic
will have NFT cards in the physical product. So, talking about bringing people into the platform, we have, an asset in our physical products that can drive people into the space, introduce them to the space. As we talked about, we're still we feel like we're a vet in the NFT space, but I mean, it's still very much in its infancy in the category as a whole.
Well, so is that going to be like the same as you guys had like the blockchain and like Flawless and NT? Like that kind of
exactly. Yeah.
Oh, nice. See, I like that because honestly, when we first started ripping that stuff, we'd pull the paper card and people would get irritated, even though it was an extra hit. And then we pulled a Zion that sold for like $600. And it was like, well, maybe this piece of paper isn't worthless.
Yeah. Well, and that's what's so cool. Like these packs are $10 and that card alone, like it's sold, there's been multiple that have sold 100, 60, 58, 50, 45.
So we got to do a couple winners because between that and the breeze, you get a couple $100. So we'll do a couple winners for this YouTube show.
Yeah. I think, well, I would like to give at least to 5 different people. How about that?
There you go.
All right.
Cool.
So there you go.
Cool. And I got it. I'll add on that. My people will kill me, but the 5 people that you give away, in addition to that, pick 5 other people and we'll give them an NFT pack. So just we'll need to get their email address and username, but we'll work on that. But we'll throw that in.
You need email address and username, is that right? The blockchain
username. Yeah, we can do that for sure. Then we'll do it on YouTube.
Yeah,
perfect.
Right.
So now you get 10 winners. There you go.
Perfect.
You know what, Jason? Let's make it 100. It's not my packs. Let's just give them away.
Jason, cool. Thank you very much, man. Really appreciate you joining us, and look forward to working with you down the line.
Sweet.
All right, there you go, folks. Be sure comment below your favorite animal. I don't know what we're gonna have them comment exactly. You say it. Your comment. Nope. I'll say my
favorite.
What's your favorite animal?
Yep, perfect.
Mike says whatever.
Animal.
All right, that's good.
I like koala bears, so I want.
Here's the thing. I just want people to comment. That's all I want.
I'd like an NFT of a koala bear, and maybe that bear could give Jesse a piggyback. $2 admission for the koala bear. I'll do this 30-minute show.
Thank you, sir. And
are we good?
With that being said,
new segment.
It's new segment.
I'm actually excited about that. Most of our segments are terrible. I actually have hope for this.
It's so new. We're calling it Nonsense News. This is Nonsense News. We would like to go ahead and tell you we don't know what we're talking about, but we're excited to be here. Let's see what we have in store.
First story of the day. eBay has now confirmed. This is Bart Simpson on my news notes. What does that have to do with cards? Absolutely nothing. Your eBay purchases over the price of $750 for cards that are not graded and not autographed and not patch cards will now be authenticated by CSG at a secondary location. You will simply send your cards to them. They will drag their feet for 16 hours and days at the same time, and then ship your card off to somebody else. eBay has also confirmed this plan will fail horribly. As did that pronunciation. Your story?
This just in. The Wayne's World car is finally back up for sale. It sold back in 2016 for a devastatingly low price of $37,000. The 1976 AMC Pacer is said to still contain the licorice from the ceiling, the disposable cups, the flames, which, as we all know, make the car go even faster. Some have said, when asked if they are going to be bidding, we're not worthy.
I am not worthy of that joke. It went right over my head as a short man. Quite frankly, I'm getting a little sick of this fake radio voice and news voice, but I'm going to continue it for the next 48 seconds. The last story from my side of the desk, which is the shorter side of the desk, SGC Grading Company, my personal favorite. You've heard of the company.
Continue, yes.
Sure, we will continue. Get it together.
Yes.
And we have. SGC is lowering grading prices. Now through Nash Cards, only $23 a card. They are now offering a 5-day service for $50 through Nash Cards. Also included in that 5-day service, a free chicken quesadilla will be shipped back to you with your cards. Love your grades? Eat your quesadilla.
I cannot wait to grade my cards.
Try to follow
in my mouth.
Try to follow that up.
David Ortiz is in the news again. This time he was not involved in a gun battle or a yard sale. So who cares? Something about being inducted into the Hall of Fame. No one really cares about that. Also, Barry Bonds, Clemens, still not in? Call them a bunch of suckers if you ask me. That's my take.
Perfect. It has also been confirmed by multiple sources to you and I. He is not our poppy. We have our own fathers, biologically. That's the news.
What's up, everyone? It's Carla from Goldin. I'm here to showcase some of my favorite early issue Kobe items from our current auction. The 90s was a great time for cards.
His voice is so deep.
Creative.
It makes me want to believe him.
Inserts, hard to pull cards out.
You think he wants to do the news with us?
Shiny refractors, base parallels, just really paved the way and just changed the whole entire industry. I selected these cards because these are some of the most iconic Kobe cards.
What hair product does he use?
Kind of by the end of the decade.
Is it inappropriate if I yell
parallels,
Kobe after he announces each card?
Stood the test of time and are some of the best cards ever made. Probably number one is the precious metal gems.
PMG.
Everyone knows
Kobe.
about the PMGs now.
PMG.
This is the first year they did them. They put this amazing red foil on these futuristic cards, numbered out of 100. You just won't find a much better Kobe card out there than this.
That's fair.
You agree with that?
4,
Staying on
PSA
that same
4,
theme,
still huge money.
I've always loved the Champ PMGs. These ones are numbered out of 50. Great foil finish on them. It always has kind of a silhouette of the player's cityscape. Once again, it's just kind of become one of Kobe's best cards. Something you don't
almost
see
like the
often,
original
especially in the
downtowns.
given the surface.
Same thing.
Oh,
Just a
okay.
true
That is a really
iconic
cool card, though. Here's the thing. All of these are flashy,
staying with the same
and I love
theme here,
that.
the Star
Catches my eye
Rubies.
with ADD.
Just awesome cards in the 90s. Would have just been so cool pulling this out of a pack. These ones are numbered out of 45. Same thing, very similar to the base card, but you'll see a great kind of starry foil pattern in the background. Just impossible to find. PSA 7, great for a card that's this delicate. Another one of my favorites.
I don't care about that one as much. I like the other two PMGs.
Okay.
The EX credentials, numbered out of 73. Just beautiful
Favorite set as a
colors
kid.
on these, so hard to find. DGS 9, nearly impossible.
Did you have this card?
An all-timer right here.
Nah, I was like a 98, 99 guy. It's a couple years
This
before
is
me.
actually a rookie. The precious metal is the parallel of the Fleer metal set. Not too much difference in this. You'll see this just has a completely
different
kind
finish.
of metallic silver finish, whereas the other one has a little bit of color in it. Once again, really hard to gem, kind of given the surface. It's embossed. Just an awesome card. One you do
Is it
not see in
hairspray
gem.
or is that gel?
Finally raised the roof.
Oh, that's a
Absolutely
mix,
love
baby.
this
I like
card.
it.
It's a pop one.
You
You'll
can't
see
get that with
why.
one or the other. You gotta go
Just
both.
All foil surface.
You don't need any more
front
attractive
and back.
guys on it. Get out of here, dude.
First of all,
What are you
it's
trying to
still numbered
prove?
out of 100, so
We don't need
only
3
100
good-looking
printed.
men on this.
This is a PSA 10 pop one. The reason being, you'll see the surface is just so delicate. All foil front and back, just nearly impossible.
It
to
is true.
find without
90
some
stuff
type
was
of
awesome.
surface scratches
No
or
question.
issues. This is the only gem mint copy.
Really?
Pop 1,
Finally
so that'll be
moving
stupid
along,
money.
We have some 1997, 98.
It'd be great if he was like, my shoes from yesterday.
Finally.
Game
I took these
worn
off
autograph
minutes
sneakers.
before we did this.
He didn't wear these very often.
So
He
game
wore them
used,
for a long
autographed
time.
with the 8.
So it's super rare to actually find these.
I bet I could wear that.
1997,
I wear a
98,
14. That doesn't
just- still
look that
just
much
a
bigger.
kid, Just getting started.
You're a
Pretty
14?
incredible to find these game
Like a
used
mongoloid. That's some
As
cool
more
Kobe
people
stuff.
learn about the hobby and the importance of these cards, they realize that it's just bottom line, the demand really outweighs the supply.
I appreciate that he bottom lined it
Yep.
for us.
You're just not going to find
You
them.
love a good bottom line.
Now every card is just out the pack, very short printed, all kinds of parallels. This really kind of paved the way and started that. So to be able to find these treasures is just so rare, and they're all available on Goldin right now, and very excited to see how everything kind of finishes.
So obviously, guys, we had Goldin highlight Kobe because it's the 2-year anniversary since he passed, which to me, I was talking to Mike before this. It seems like it's been years, more than 2. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's been only 2 years. Geo's losers.
See, I make fun of other people. Now I get to make fun of myself. As a card expert, which clearly I am, and like every other moron YouTuber who tells you nothing but the profits that they make, how about a moment of realistic losses? Or as they say in France, getting your teeth kicked in. I'm going back to the news. I can't get the news voice out of my head. So, 2 years ago in January, I bought 80 of these. Hopefully we could focus in on that bad Larry. It's actually Kevin Durant, not Larry. That is
Pull it
a
closer to your
2000.
face. Right there it is. Now everyone can
It's
see
a
it.
2000. It's a 2007. It's his rookie card. It's the white border tops PSA 9.
Okay.
Pull up the population real quick if you can while I'm talking about this because I'm very curious about the population and the current value. I bought 80 of these for an even $400 a piece. I sold about 20 between $450 and $500 because they spiked momentarily. I thought historically he was low compared to like LeBron, Curry, some more of like his contemporaries, even Kobe stuff. Dude, that was not the case. But I got to tell you right now, these are all for sale for $400. I've got
$400 each.
Yep.
PSA 10s, right?
PSA 9, sir.
Okay, because PSA 10, that could actually make sense because who's going to pay $400 for a $122 card?
That's fair. So I'm not great with math. My cost average is obviously down from there because I've sold a bunch and done all right. But I have 48 left. I don't think I honestly, even if this dude goes ahead and gets to the finals, goes on a finals run, finals win, finals MVP, I still don't think I'm breaking even on this card. So that was my big card, though.
And that is our second big giveaway of the day.
That I'm a loser. Second, just give away the whole pile.
Just give all your cards away.
I bring this up to say there are plenty of us in the last year and a half especially, who have quite a bit of knowledge in the field, who have gotten absolutely butchered. Graphic pig getting his head cut off. So when people do nothing but tell you about how like successful their portfolios are, and they make all these ridiculous claims of profits and guaranteed money back, not the case. The last year has been very tough, as a matter of fact. That was definitely one of my worst.
I don't know a lot about cards. I know that you don't want to buy high and then sell low, and I feel like that's what you did. Is that something you want to recommend to the rest of the audience or no?
Jay Peterman. That's it.
Peterman.
I have nothing else to say. I'm a loser. Next.
All right.
There's a clip for you. Next.
They're not all winners, but I'll tell you who is. Me. We close it out
Oh, my God.
with feats of strength.
Ridiculous.
So obviously, feats of strength went really well for me last time.
You realize your head is actually hitting.
What you didn't see was that Michael went down and I was victorious. Michael's going to try and redeem himself at a game of pool today. Here we go.
Everything that guy just said is
What?
oh, only 4 on the break.
Zero.
Did you say?
Oh! He got cocky. Not my fault.
I get a feeling you scratched.
Yeah, I didn't though.
Interesting, you thought we were going to have to edit this down. I'm going to beat you so quick we can play the whole video.
Did that on purpose. Get that.
Next in.
Stop that. Okay. No.
How much of this are we playing? Cue ball. Side pocket.
You saying you don't want that one in? I don't think you got it. I cannot believe I have a chance in this game. Well, never mind. That's good. All right.
Paul.
You struck something you didn't fall.
Paul.
All right.
Paul.
We'll see you next time.